across the Darling Downs. This is Win News.
Tonight, day one of lockdown in the Lockyer Valley. How scammers are cashing in on the COVID crisis. Plus a big decision for snowflakes in Stanthorpe organisers. Good evening, welcome to Win News. I'm Lincoln Humphreys. Also tonight, just how much a preventable disease is really costing our beef industry. The Lockyer Valley is ending its first full day of lockdown tonight, with businesses feeling the pinch of new restrictions. They're calling on their community to keep the support coming, with the Laidley Show Society making the devastating decision to cancel its event for the second year in a row.
The Lockyer Valley locked down, Gatton a ghost town.
It's been a bit of a shock to everyone, I guess, today here in Gatton. It's been very, very quiet for a normal Wednesday. As you can see, the streets are just dead.
Local hospitality businesses forced to reduce staff and change operations once again, missing out on a typically busy school holiday trade.
Our wholesale drops down a lot because we supply cafes and that around the area. It's also a concern, obviously, with travelling clients because, we, have a few extras come through over the weekends and that.
In the short term, we're better off doing it only in these short bursts, and hopefully it gets the results needed.
They're calling on support from the community to get through these next few days.
We're doing deliveries as well, so you don't have to come out of your house, just give us a call and we can deliver. We're trying to cater to everyone's needs.
And they're not the only ones suffering. The Laidley Show Society forced to make a heartbreaking decision late last night.
2 years prior, we had rain, then we had COVID last year and now COVID again. And we were thinking we were going to get by, but it snuck in and got us.
Cancelling the show, scheduled for this weekend, coming at a major cost.
There are a lot of things you have to pay for in advance. Advertising, signage, ribbons, you name it. Some things we'll have to wear it. There's no doubt about that.
These people spend months organising these community events, and it's a real shame for the Laidley Show to not go ahead. They're still going ahead in a format down the track.
With uncertainty still surrounding the Gatton show, scheduled for July 16th. Georgie Hewson, Win News.
Queensland recorded 3 new community cases of COVID-19 overnight and 1 in hotel quarantine. It's that unvaccinated health worker that really has authorities worried, as her brother also tests positive to the highly infectious Delta strain.
Huge lines and lengthy delays at COVID testing clinics again today. 18,447 Queenslanders tested in the last 24 hours, as our state's latest crisis grows to 42 active cases of coronavirus.
A lot of these active cases are the Delta variant, and we know that is very contagious.
Contact tracers desperately trying to stop the spread after a 19-year-old casual clerical worker from the Prince Charles Hospital in Brisbane's north spent 10 days in the community while infectious.
Genomic sequencing on the receptionist from the Prince Charles Hospital has confirmed that it can be traced, that cluster can be traced back to a returning traveller being treated at the Prince Charles Hospital.
There's been 3 new locally acquired cases overnight, all linked to existing cases. One is the brother of that 19-year-old clerical worker. The second is a contact of the Portuguese restaurant cluster, and the third a contact of a Virgin crew member.
Our mission over the next 3 days is to do that contact tracing.
The list of exposure sites has grown, with 4 outlets in Brisbane's Chermside shopping centre added to the list of close contacts, as well as the Shaw Park Tennis Centre in Brisbane, where the brother of the hospital worker attended a school holiday tennis camp.
So we'll be contact tracing there, but we'll just work through what those risks are from that particular individual.
The Premier says someone will be held responsible for the cluster that's crippling Queensland, with authorities now investigating why the Prince Charles Hospital worker wasn't vaccinated.
It wasn't a guideline, it wasn't a principle, it was a direction, so there'll be a full investigation into that.
16,963 vaccines have been administered since yesterday.
If you're aged care or disability care worker or a healthcare worker, you are an absolute priority. You must come forward and get vaccinated.
But tensions between the state and federal government are growing. The Premier advising Queenslanders to heed the advice of the Chief Health Officer, not the Morrison government.
There has been no National Cabinet decision about providing AstraZeneca to the under 40s.
Bridget O'Brien, Win News.
While Toowoomba has escaped the 3-day lockdown, anyone who has been in those locations since 6 p.m. last night must abide by the lockdown restrictions. You must carry a mask and wear it whenever you are outside the house, except when exercising vigorously or when eating and drinking. Private gatherings have been limited, with a maximum of 100 people allowed, and indoor wedding ceremonies and funerals have been restricted to 1 person per 2 square metres or 200 people, whichever is greater. It's been a nervous 24 hours for organisers of Snowflakes in Stanthorpe, forced to make some tough decisions around whether this weekend's event can proceed. Our reporter Georgie Houston joins me now. Georgie, will it be snowing on the Granite Belt this weekend?
At this stage, Lincoln, the snow is still a go, with event organisers telling Win News Queensland Health is happy with their COVID-safe plan. They're calling on visitors to social distance and to wear masks if directed. At this stage, the program will only have to be altered slightly, with snow, ice skating and igloos still going ahead. They're urging visitors to keep up to date on Queensland health advice and come out and support the Southern Downs community if they can.
Never been a more important time to support local. Georgie Houston there, thank you. Meanwhile, scammers are cashing in on the COVID chaos, targeting vulnerable Queenslanders, exploiting everything from the vaccination program to our emails and social media. Experts say millions of dollars have already been lost to fraudsters this year, warning it's only getting worse.
Queensland's covert crooks, hiding behind a computer screen, stealing everything from your money to your identity.
They operate their businesses like a real business, so they have a team that's trying to work out what's the likely successful scam to run at this point in time.
LinkedIn, the latest platform to be targeted, with 92% of users' data, including email and physical addresses, full names and phone numbers, now up for sale on the dark net.
You can use that to effectively profile someone and build their identity.
Shockingly, 62% of Queenslanders have either been scammed themselves or know someone else who has been scammed.
Losing almost $20 million to scams already this year.
People are receiving, voice messages alluding to be law enforcement or the ATO or somebody else, and preying on fear.
And experts are warning the situation could escalate as these criminals hone in on our COVID-19 vaccination program.
They will start to position either an opportunity for you to shortcut the queue or to get the vaccine personally. We've actually seen people selling the actual vaccines on the darknet.
And in an even bigger threat to public health.
We're seeing instances where people can buy effectively a card to say you've been vaccinated.
Cybercrime experts urging Queenslanders to be on alert.
If you do receive a phone call, it's also a great idea to hang up and call the organisation that is calling you back directly, just to verify the authenticity of that call.
And if you think you might have handed over sensitive information to these coercive crims,
immediately contact your bank, because the sooner they know about this potential fraudulent activity, the sooner they can take action on your behalf and try and protect you.
Bridget O'Brien, Win News.
Still to come on Win News, the latest athlete from our region on the plane to Tokyo, plus the best new rivalry in the soccer scene, and we'll have all you need to know about local sport cancellations caused by COVID.
Has Kish made the wrong dish?
That kebab is
7:30 tonight on Win.
Hi, I'm Tracy Grimshaw. From the 1st of July, A Current Affair, and in fact, all your favourite Channel 9 shows will be on Channel 80.
At Bunnings Trade, we help you get more out of tax time with great value on top brand tools like Bosch Blue 18-volt impact wrench, impact driver and hammer drill kits for just $199 each. Bunnings Trade, helping business is our trade.
What started with a passenger list led me to discover the incredible story of my great-great-great Aunt Mary. There could be more to your story too. Piece it together with Ancestry.
Everyone knows Australia has 4 big banks, but the 5th biggest retail bank is regularly voted one of the most trusted brands in Australia, looks after more than 1.8 million customers and can be found in over 500 locations nationwide. So try Bendigo Bank, the better big bank.
We're doing everything we can to help you shop safe.
That's why we're doing extra cleaning.
Don't even leave your car with Click and Collect.
Or your house with contactless delivery.
Thanks for your understanding at this time. It's all to help you. Shop safe, add goods.
At Terry White Chemmart, we're here to help this winter. That's why pharmacists like Bridget are trained to administer flu vaccinations right here in store. Book now. Walk-ins also available. Terry White Chemmart. Now that's real chemistry.
I'd like a bar of chocolate, please.
Your change.
Happy birthday, Mum.
There's a glass and a half in everyone.
Powerball has jackpotted to $60 million. Are you keen? Well, first you have to play.
Play now in-store at thelot.com or on the Lot app.
Creating a beautiful home that can handle a busy family has never been easier. The Gennaro Luxury Vinyl Collection is stylish, durable and easy to maintain. With over 50 styles to choose from, it really is the smart choice. Choose Gennaro, only from Choices Flooring.
This is serious. For everyone, get your skin checked with Drayton Skin Check Clinic Toowoomba. Spot checks to full body examinations with experienced doctors in the fully equipped specialist clinic, and it's bulk billed as well. Contact the Drayton Skin Cancer Clinic now.
Tyres, household rubbish, green waste, and even asbestos. We're tired of illegal dumping in the Lockyer Valley. Be a part of the solution and not the pollution. If you see illegal dumping, report it and stop it. Contact Lockyer Valley Regional Council on 1300 005 872 and put a stop to illegal dumping today.
The Snooze End of Financial Year sale is now on. Save up to 50% off mattresses, including Sealy, Madison and Tempur, and up to 40% off bed frames. Hurry, sale ends Sunday.
It's amazing what a little snooze can do.
Are you going to take the vaccine?
Hell no.
We have underestimated the anti-vax movement.
One of the biggest frauds in the world.
Don't take the vaccine! You guys are dangerous people.
Who is behind the anti-vax conspiracy? Tonight on Win.
A little-known disease is having a major impact on Queensland's cattle industry, costing it more than $100 million every year. Caused by tapeworms, the disease can even be passed on to humans.
A deadly disease hurting Queensland's cattle industry, often hiding in plain sight.
Unfortunately, there aren't really any symptoms in livestock. It's a silent disease.
Hydatid disease caused by tapeworm eggs is taking a huge bite out of profits. The impact's only identified after slaughter.
Financial loss to abattoirs was around $95,000 a year to the one abattoir that we looked at.
New research from Charles Sturt University revealing just how common it is.
We found that prevalence of hydatid disease is much higher than we thought it was, and it's much more widespread than we thought it would be. Prevalence in abattoirs is around 9%, but we actually found that it's a bit underreported in abattoirs, and it's actually probably more around 30%.
I travel a fair bit around Queensland, trucking cattle around, and I haven't seen anything or heard of anything.
And it's easily passed on to humans.
Humans can become infected from this disease. So it's really important that if people do have hydatid infected cattle, that they're vigilant to the fact that they might have domestic dogs that are infected or wild dogs that might be affected around their property.
While there's no cure, it's preventable.
Key one is deworming dogs with a product called praziquantel, and that's got to be given monthly.
Regina Lovick, Win News.
Time for the sports news now with Melissa Russell. We've another Olympian on the way to Tokyo.
We certainly do. Link show jumper Chris Burton is in the equestrian team yet again. It'll be the 39-year-old's third Olympics after a bronze at Rio in 2016, missing out on a medal in London. Burton grew up in Bramaru outside of Toowoomba and went to high school at Downlands College. He made the move to the United Kingdom in 2012 to focus on equestrian. He's now known as one of the best show jumpers in the world and is hoping to improve on his third place finish last time around. Round 16 in the NRL is still all systems go, with plenty of our region's products playing this weekend. Sam Walker is back from injury just in time for the Roosters' top-of-the-table tussle with the Melbourne Storm. Dolby product Andrew McCulloch is backing up from State of Origin as the Dragons face the Warriors on Friday night. Charleville's Kurt Capewell came through Game 2 unscathed as well and lines up for the Panthers in their Best of the West battle with Parramatta. Brothers Junior Ash Taylor and the Titans take on the Raiders in a must-win match. He's joined by Dolby's Beau Fermor back from injury. And on Sunday, Highfield's junior product Brodie Croft returns to the Broncos team to take on Cronulla with Corey Pace on the bench. To local league, and we paid a visit to Gatton Hawks training to find out why they've been so successful this year. Right now, they're in the running to take out their first ever club championship.
Huge Hawk numbers at training is a big reason why they're number one in the Sports Club Cup.
To take it out, I think, would be pretty amazing. As I said, most of us are pretty new, and coming together, I think, would really just ice the cake for everyone.
The vibe's really good. It's been huge this year with all four sides. We do a lot of training together, and the crowds, the support we get, it's really good.
11 Gatton players were named in the Western Mustangs squad that won the recent 47th Battalion Shield. And fullback Courtney Robinson was the player of the carnival.
No, it's good, like coming back to where I grew up and stuff like that, and meeting like all these girls here and playing with some of the ones like I've been to school with and stuff. Like, it's really good.
Coach Dom Hawke believes from what he's seen, some of our local talent could be a chance to get signed by one of the 3 new NRLW teams announced for this season.
Oh, there's opportunities there for the girls, and if they're willing to work hard, there's enough talent in Toowoomba for a few of them to go far, so definitely.
While the A-grade men's team has dropped to 6th on the ladder after a strong start to the season.
We have won some big games, but we've also lost some games we probably should have won, which would have put us well and truly in the top 5.
Shannon Hicks played his first senior footy for the Clydesdales earlier in the year and is the equal leader in the Webke Price medal count this season, but he isn't after individual honours.
Our goal this year is to have all grades in the grand final, and for the past few years it's always been our goal, but this year it's our best chance, and I think we'll go all the way.
Their reserve grade and women's teams are on top of the table, while the under-18s are 4th.
Mate, we're going really good. I think at this stage we're 1 point behind Highfields in the club championship. We haven't won one I don't think we've ever won a club championship, so it'll be really good.
The Gatton reserve grade team takes on Valleys in the mid-season Madsen Rasmussen Trophy match this Sunday. Ted Roker, Win News.
It's do or die this Saturday for the South West Queensland Thundermen in a top-of-the-table clash with their new rivals Brisbane City. And while the women's team also takes on the number 1 team in the NPLW.
Their last 2 games have been decided by just 1 goal. Both times Brisbane City have broken the hearts of the South West Queensland Thunder.
Side to Reeves with the strike, and Reeves with the goal makes it 3-2.
But one thing the Thunder have learned is that they can match it with the best in the comp.
From deep, and it'll make its way into the top corner.
They're definitely the team we're striving to beat this year. We came close in the cup and fell short in the 88th minute, but we should give them a good run on the weekend.
The Thunder's Will Orford was huge in the cup clash with an assist and a goal. But when former Brisbane Roar captain Matty Smith came onto the field for City, he changed the game.
It's something different playing against the boys that played for Roar. Probably less so the second time around because you've done it once and you realise that they aren't actually that much better.
Brisbane City haven't dropped a point in 11 games this year. They also have a game in hand over the Thunder and are 6 points clear of them on the ladder, making this game absolutely crucial.
Yeah, we've just about got finals wrapped up. So now we're just looking to push for promotion. Obviously have to beat City on the weekend and hope they drop a few points.
The Thunder ladies also face the number one team in their competition. Captain Geordie Frank plays against her old club Lions, who are unbeaten in the NPLW.
They've been playing really well this season as a team, so once again I think it's going to be really difficult to break them down.
Lions won the last clash between these two teams 4-0, but thankfully the Thunder should have all troops on deck for their toughest task of the season.
This weekend I think we should have our 100% back, hopefully. Maddie's still out with an ankle, so hopefully she can recover this weekend and show up on Saturday.
That match kicks off at 4:45 on Saturday afternoon, while the men's match is at 6 that night. Both games are in Brisbane. Ted Roker, Win News.
The COVID lockdown in parts of southeast Queensland, including the Lockyer Valley, is impacting local sports competitions. Downs Rugby made the tough decision to cancel this weekend's Junior State Championships, which was being held at the Downlands College. The Queensland Independent Secondary Schools Rugby League and Netball Carnivals were also called off yesterday. Local competitions, including Toowoomba Rugby League, Toowoomba Football Leagues, Toowoomba Basketball and more, are monitoring the situation, hopeful that when the lockdown lifts on Friday, competitions can resume as per normal. And Link, that is our night in sport.
That is good stuff, Mel. Thank you very much. Hopefully more good stuff coming up in weather with Chris up next.
At Carpet Court, we've matched the latest carpet, flooring and rugs to this season's must-have edits. And right now, you can earn triple Qantas points, both in-store and online. Carpet Court, triple Qantas points end soon.
Maybe we could find ways to call time out on our kids' busy routines before they get sick. But if they do, Children's Panadol can start to reduce fever in just 15 minutes. Together, let's rethink care.
Let me guess. eBay Tuesdays?
Best day to save on heaps of things, like hair straighteners.
Wow, it's really straight. Look at that one.
When grabbing comfort food opens the door to germs, help protect your family with Pino Clean wipes. They kill 99.9% of viruses, including the flu virus. Be germ-wise this winter.
My wife and I always wanted to escape the city and move to a coastal location to enjoy the perks of living near the beach.
Bryn was only driving a short distance to work, so he decided to try Yui and saved $278.
We really wanted to give our children a different lifestyle, one that's a little bit more relaxed.
When your life changes, your insurance should too.
I'll be here for it.
Yui, you insured.
Ducks, hot water, built stronger to last longer.
Made in Australia for over 100 years, Ducks hot water systems are built stronger to last longer. Ducks.com.au.
Ducks.
Andy, can't stop, Ashwin. Loan application time.
Applying for a loan isn't as hard as you think. With an easy online application, ANZ GoBiz is the loan without the groan. Search ANZ GoBiz.
We can't get back to the present to fix the past and save the future! All good, mate! It's just... We're still having our boat day! Hey! Romo's anytime try scorer! Yeah, got up! We just need the overs now! Righto.
Don't miss Sportsbet's new Bet with Mates. Start your group, bet together and share in the moment. Bet with Mates, new from Sportsbet.
Hi, the fantabulous Australian Psychic Expo is back.
Fantabulous! Some of Australia's top psychics are back at Rumours International in Toowoomba, July 1 to July 19. Fantabulous!
See you at the Expo!
Val's Curtain Warehouse is Toowoomba's complete interior decorating service with exceptional quality service and advice. They're at 493 Ruthven Street. Go to valscurtainwarehouse.com.au. Remember, they're on the western side of Ruthven Street between Margaret and Herries.
The first one I bought was a John Deere and the last two were John Deeres, so that probably says something. Little John Deere 950. That was just the first tractor I bought, probably just after I got a licence. And Dad had been into Vanderfields. He said I should buy one of them. I've had it ever since. I wouldn't part with it. It's just ideal for the job. And it's amazing what that little thing will pull. Like, people sort of laugh, how do you do that? But it's a John Deere. What do you expect?
This report brought to you by Harvey Norman. Everything you need in electrical, technology, furniture and bedding. Shop in store and online today.
Welcome back. It was a bit of a warmer day to wrap up the month of June. Some showers will start tomorrow and continue into the weekend as a broad cloud band with rain and storms makes its way over the region. Now, our weather photo tonight is from Nina. Looks like we've got a little cloud iridescence going on here over Warwick. There's small water droplets or ice crystals diffracting and scattering that light, causing these colours through the clouds. Great shot there, Nina. If you've taken a weather photo and you'd like to see it on the screen, do send it in. The address is weather@winqld.com.au. Let's go ahead, check some details from today now. Partly cloudy, bit of drizzle about. Quite a windy day for Oakey. Strong gusts reaching 46 kilometres per hour this afternoon. Toowoomba hit a high of 17 degrees today, right on the monthly average. And Gatton picked up about a millimetre of rain from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. today. Further south, it only felt as warm as 1 for the early risers in Texas, although the mercury did show 3 degrees this morning. 20 was the top, 14 the high for Stanthorpe. Now onto the charts. A surface trough in Western Queensland is shifting eastward across the state. A high over the Tasman will maintain a gradually weakening ridge over the east coast of Queensland for the next couple of days as it moves east. Looking at the forecast now for the Darling Downs and the Granite Belt. It will be cloudy with a high chance of showers and the chance of a thunderstorm for Miles 22 degrees, 21 the top for Dalby. At Gatton a start of 10, jumping 10 higher to 20, 19 the max for Warwick. At Gundawindi 9 to 19 degrees. For Toowoomba tomorrow there will be a shower or two and 16 will be the max. Let's have a little look now at our days ahead. Friday we do have some showers on the way. Saturday looking to see some heavier rain, and then on Sunday a partly cloudy day. That's all for weather tonight. Be well and be safe. And Lincoln, back to you.
Thank you very much, Chris, and thank you very much for your company this Wednesday, June 30. From tomorrow, a new affiliation agreement begins between the WIN network and Nine. That means following all Australian news tonight at 11 p.m, stay with us for the Wimbledon Tennis Championship. In the morning, you'll catch all your favourite Nine programs right here on channels 8 and 80, starting with the Today Show from 5:30 a.m. and Today Extra at 9. You'll still be able to see all your local news on WIN News at the new time of 5:30 p.m, followed by 9 News with Andrew Lofthouse and Melissa Downs at 6 and A Current Affair with Tracy Grimshaw at 7. We look forward to your company at 5:30 tomorrow night. Until then, good night.
This has been a WIN News presentation. WIN News, Regional Australia's #1 news source.